This is The Bert Show.
Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's The Bert Show's entertainment buzz.
Billie Eilish just got her second Oscar, but she's revealing when she actually felt like a complete failure. But before we get into that, we need to do something ASAP because you could say NSYNC fans have been waiting forever for their collab, Paradise. It's a collab between him and his former boy band bandmates, and I think the fans are enjoying it. Yes,
I listened to most of it this morning. It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
But it's also, more importantly, it's very in sync. Like, it feels like it could have been released on their album in the early 2000s, and I don't mean that in a it's outdated way. Like, listening to it made my soul smile. I was
the nostalgia.
Yeah, immediately transported back, and I'm like, this is an NSYNC jam, and I'm here for it.
Because they've got timeless classics. I was actually laughing the other day because One Direction, who was like my NSYNC when I was in high school, they just hit like 20 billion streams on Spotify. And it's like, that's what happens when you just have like chemistry and vocals that just feel timeless and bring you back to your childhood. Like, people are going to want to turn it back on because it's going to remind you of being a teenager.
Right.
And that's what One Direction was for me. Okay, back to Billie Eilish. So she just got her second Oscar, but she said when she was 12 years old, she thought she wasn't measuring up to people her age because she saw a show on Broadway and there was somebody her age on the stage.
I remember being 12, believe it or not, and seeing this like musical and sobbing my eyes out because I was like, damn, I'm a failure. And I'm not going to have a career. I was 12 years old and I was watching Matilda on Broadway. Then I was like, I'm never going to amount to anything because I'm not in Matilda.
I think everybody feels like that at one point.
So I was just about to relay a story to you that was the identical song with my son, who's in a theater and movies, and he had the same reaction when I took him to go see Matilda on Broadway. We walked
crazy.
out of there, and he must have been like probably 13 years old, and he's like, I can't even get a part, blah, 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 and all these kids are up on stage, and they're so talented. I'm like, chill out, bro.
He'll be all right.
Wasn't even Les Mis, it was Matilda. If you saw a cassette on stage, it would feel the same way, but I'm sure Matilda,
great.
It was great, I'm sure. And Billie says, a lot of people her age in this industry are shooting for fame, but you don't want to do that. You got to shoot for something you love and let everything else follow after.
Don't do it for other people. Don't do it for like numbers or for, I don't know, some sort of specific like fame. That's just really not ever something that I think anyone should be moving forward. And I want everyone to be doing something that they feel passionate about and that they feel proud of and that makes them feel like the best version of themselves. I don't know. I would say that you got time.
Yeah, I think most artists would probably say the same thing, is that the celebrity part of being a celebrity, the thing that they thought was going to be the greatest, is actually the worst part of being a celebrity.
Yeah, I don't know a single celeb that actually loves being famous except for maybe Kim Kardashian.
I was about to say, all them Kardashians do.
Drake.
Drake
loves being famous
really
for sure.
enjoys it.
Yes.
That's for sure. Okay, so there's definitely a list, but I feel like it's probably 70-25. Like, there's the 25 percenters, the Kim K's, the Drakes of the world, the Kylie Jenners, all of them.
Kanye, although he says he hates it,
Yeah, right.
that's his lifeblood.
Yeah.
Right.
He loves being famous. And then everybody else is in the normal person category where it's like, oh, it seems really great to have all this attention, but it's actually miserable. So Billie's just sharing with the youngins that being a celeb isn't all it's cracked up to be. All right, Zoe Kravitz said the funniest thing about her dad the other day. So this is like a mountaintop moment for Lenny Kravitz. He just received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And of course, his daughter Zoe's there. And she decided to roast him a little bit. So she said during her speech, she said, according to so her dad is out there wearing a completely see-through shirt. And I guess this is like, just an outfit that he typically wears a lot. I feel like my dad always has specific outfits that I know he's going to wear. Every time I come home, I know he's going to wear a graphic tee that has some kind of like loser saying on it. Like, he has this one t-shirt that every time I come home, it says like trophy husband on it. And I'm like, are you really the trophy husband if you have to wear a t-shirt that says that?
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz's uniform is like that meshy tank top where you can see all of his abs, right? And he's in black and he's got chains on and the glasses, the sunglasses, right?
And he pulls it off well. There's a reason why he wears it. And so Zoe said, according to my dad, if it doesn't expose your nipples, it's not a shirt. And sure, it used to embarrass me when you picked me up from school as a kid. But I gotta say, at this point, I respect it. You really do pull it off. Your relationship with a netted shirt is probably your longest one, and it works. You two make each other better, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's a beautiful thing.
Good for her. Did you ever see the video where he was on stage and he ripped his pants and his entire member came out on stage and pretty much attacked 4 fans in the front row?
Yeah.
Heard about it, never seen it.
It's intimidating and impressive.
And he never stopped performing.
Never stop
wouldn't
performing.
either.
Right. It became a duet.
All right, the House voted to pass legislation that could ban TikTok in the United States, but here's what needs to happen next for it to become law. It's on your next eBuzz on The Bert Show.
This is The Bert Show.